Hello, this is Charting Man Dan of TheChartGuys, where we teach the little guy and girl how to utilize charts to manage their own trades and investments. What do I mean by the little guy and girl? Well, we just had 2 directives signed halting the implementation of a rule that requires financial advisors to act in the best interests of their client. Let that sink in a little bit. The big wigs on Wall Street can play with your retirement and hard-earned money without your best interests at heart. We currently have hundreds of members taking charge of their financial future, and we would love for you to come check out a free week with no credit card required to see if our services would be beneficial on your path to financial independence as well. What we offer, we have a separate course of over 5 hours in length on when to enter and exit positions. And in terms of what we do daily, we have nightly videos, key levels updated each morning before the bell, 2.5 hours of live daily webcam coverage in the morning and in the afternoon, and over 7 hours of educational videos. All of these links can be found in the description of this video. Come check us out. Thanks for watching. Let's get on to the technical analysis. Howdy friends, looking at CMG VRX Twitter GoPro daily weekly time frame, and we've got CMG with that breakout, and that was anticipated. Very nice follow through. We know big pockets, big money wants CMG bullish. We saw that on the run up. Very healthy consolidation. Once that candlestick showed up here, that told us the temporary bottom was in and the bulls had some decent momentum. We confirmed that temporary bottom was in the next day when we tested it and held it again. We did lose it by 15 cents, but again on a $450 stock, that is not significant, and I do consider that a double bottom. And then on the Wednesday candlestick, that told me that we were going to see a test of 460, and in my opinion, knowing everything preceding and the strength that the bulls have, we were anticipating a break of 460, which we got with some very nice follow-through. Look at that volume. That volume on a Thursday on a holiday week is very impressive. Very strong continuation, close over 460 resistance, higher highs have been confirmed, and look at that perfect resistance. We knew 467 was resistance, and we pulled back 23 cents below that level. How did we know 467 was resistance? We look back at our weekly time frame. We see we're in breakout mode, so we have no resistance nearby. We have to look back at previous price action, and I can see that a top here back in May was 467. That was a bounce attempt on the way down. We saw the bulls try and reverse the trend. We saw a test of the weekly middle Bollinger Band. We rejected from it. The bears said, nope, we're going down further. So that was a clear resistance level, and here we are pulling back 23 cents below that level. Very clear level. If we break 467, the next resistance is up at 481.63, so that's a pretty big leap to the next resistance. So we'll look at psychological levels, 470, 475, and then on up to 481.63. Bulls still in breakout mode on the weekly time frame, and pretty much an ideal end to the week for CMG. And CMG bulls yet again proving that they can completely disregard the S&P 500 more so than any other high beta stock that I watch in terms of a lack of a correlation between with the S&P 500. So congrats to the bulls, very nice follow through, and we'll be looking to see how much upside we can get next week. VRX is still extremely weak. The bounce attempts continue to reject the price. I will not even consider the word bull on VRX, even if considering short term, until 988 and 989 breaks. This little double top on the bounce attempt this past week. We closed very weak. We're down at the lows, trying to build support in the 940s, 943, 944, 947. So we did hit the lowest price that we've seen on this pullback on Thursday, only by a penny, but the bears are extremely strong. So the weekly time frame, still weak, closing down at the lows, didn't even test the exponential resistance this week, and the bears are in absolute full control of VRX on both the daily and the weekly time frame. Twitter is the same story, rejecting from the middle Bollinger Band yet again, big upper wick of profit taking, and then following through with some bearish action to end the week. Support is down at 1420. We bounced off of 1422 on Thursday, but we did not see a strong close by any means. So the bears have momentum. After 1420, we're looking at 14, and then the all-time low down at 1372. The bears are in full control, and these are some really nice bearish names to be playing and some short positions to have, and it will be very clear on when to exit those. If Twitter bulls can get over the daily middle Bollinger Band, if the VRX bulls can break 989, and it is just really the same story week after week for Twitter for the past couple of months with no bullish follow through whatsoever. And lastly, we're looking at GoPro here. GoPro still seeing some weakness after the big upper wick of profit taking. Follow through to the downside on Wednesday. Further pullback and weakness on Friday. Middle Bollinger Band support is still holding. I am looking at a potential bearish entry if that middle Bollinger Band support is lost. It's currently at 856, and we will likely test it again on Monday. You can see how tight these Bollinger Bands are. We have the 50-day and the 100-day resistances, 877, 910. So there's a lot of resistances at these levels, and we are aware that GoPro is in a long-term long-term downtrend, a big upper wick of profit taking, rejecting from that middle Bollinger Band, and we're going to be looking for the same type of scenario where, look on the daily chart, big upper wick of profit taking followed by more profit taking the following day, big upper wick of profit taking on the week. Does that mean it's going to be followed by more profit taking on next week? And if we lose that daily middle Bollinger Band, that's what we're going to be anticipating. So bulls still holding on here, but you can see we've rejected from this 8-period exponential resistance on multiple bounce attempts in the past few months, and this is a huge upper wick of profit taking and a rejection from that level yet again for the 4th week in a row. So the bears are still in control of the weekly time frame for GoPro. Daily chart still has this little higher low and higher high pattern, so I haven't been too comfortable with a bearish entry just yet. We'll see if we lose that middle Bollinger Band early this coming week. I hope you have a great holiday weekend, and we will see you soon.